Hello everybody. Okay, let's start brackets to create our first web page. To do that, first thing obviously gonna be that you locate bracket and start it. Okay, so here is my start file. Don't worry about what shows inside here or doesn't, what shows here, don't worry about it. Okay, so we can set a folder to work. If you don't have, say, open a folder, and designate a place where you're going to save all your files. I have created a folder named CSCI 1100, and that's where I'm going to save all my files. So I select that folder to be my working folder. Okay, and here it is. And then I'm going to create my first new document, and it's of course a blank document. Okay. One more thing that you have to pay attention to is at the bottom here, instead of text, change it to HTML. As you can see, there are a lot of programming languages that these brackets can work with. We are going to use HTML, so make sure HTML is showing up here. Even though it's a blank file, like I said, we are going to save the file. That has some advantages. I'm going to show you what that is. Okay, so make sure it shows web files, because that's what we are doing. And then suppose we call this one, say, file1, okay, or anything that you want to call. Make sure also that you have HTML extension added to it. So it's web files and file name .html. So I am done saving the file. It's showing here. Okay, and then I'm going to start typing. HTML file starts with HTML tag. What is a tag? Tag is either a word or abbreviation contained within angle brackets. Most of the tags are pair tags. That means the one that you start, there has to be a corresponding closing one, and the closing one have a slash in front of it. Okay? There are some tags though that you will encounter that they are not paired, so we call them singletons. Okay? There are few of those. Most of them are pair tags, and we will talk more about them when you encounter one of them. HTML document has two distinct sections. One is called head, and the other is called body. What you type inside head usually doesn't come in the document window. Okay? It rather gives the name of the window, gives the color, font, margin. So how the document going to look like, the formatting portion of it is usually contained within the head section. Okay? And we will see them later in a different tutorial. For the time being, we're going to just use title tag. Title is the name of the window. So we say HTML practice 1, and that is our title. Okay? And we can save this file right here as much we have done, and we can see how it's going to look like if we actually preview it within a browser. HTML files are previewed in browser. Browsers such as Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, they know how to manipulate these HTML tags. Okay? So we have to have a browser. Now if we click on this live preview, it's going to automatically launch Google Chrome. Okay? And as you can see in Google Chrome, it shows there is nothing in this document body, but the Windows name is HTML practice 1. That's because we said that set the title to HTML practice 1, and that's why it shows that. Okay, in there we're going to type something. So we say hello there. Okay? And as you can see, as we are typing, the content is being pushed automatically in the browser window. So you can, as you can type, that's what is going to look like. You can see it right there. Okay? In the initial tutorial I mentioned there are two reasons why I picked brackets as the text editor, and this is one of them. The live preview automatically keeps showing. You don't necessarily have to keep saving the file all the time and refresh the file all the time. You just type it, and how it's going to be like, it automatically shows there. It gets pushed into that window. Okay. So we type in the next line, say hello there, and next line we say I am here. Okay. Notice that I typed it in next line, but it doesn't show in next line. In HTML environment, nothing gets displayed automatically. Just because you typed it in 2-line doesn't mean you're going to get it in 2-line. If you want a line break, you have to put a tag for it. Okay. So let's start with a different kind of tag, say B for bold. Okay. Normally you will type the tag, then the text. Since we already typed the text, that's why the B, closing B, we don't want it there. We instead want it here. Okay. So as you type slash, it automatically fills up. Okay. Notice that hello there is bold-faced, but I am here is not. That's because this pair of tags only encloses hello there. It doesn't enclose I am here. So to give you a feeling that what these tags actually do, it controls the display of the content that you want to display in the browser window. Okay. So if you want to display this line I am here on the next line, then you have to put a tag, because tag is how you control the display. What is the tag? Line break tag is called BR, and BR, unlike other tags, is a singleton. It doesn't have a matching one. Why doesn't it have a matching one? Because bold, as you can see, it starts here. Where does it end? So you have to have an end point. But line break, it doesn't have an end point. You insert the line break, you get a line break right there, and that is it. That's why it doesn't have a closing matching one. So now, as you can see, hello there is in one line, bold-faced, and it inserted the line break and goes to I am here and the following. So what happens if you put another line break there? Okay, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. Okay, BR and then slash, and you put. So as you can see, first BR took it to the next line, second BR inserted a blank line. Okay, if we take it out, and the blank line goes away. So this gives you an idea, okay, that how actually browsers display content based on HTML tags. So to recap everything, what we did, we started in the brackets. We selected a folder where we're going to keep our files, and then even it was a blank window, we saved the file in the HTML format. Make sure you select HTML in the bottom of the screen as well, and put .html as your extension. And HTML files start with HTML. HTML has two main components. One is head, one is body. Inside head, you only put things that displays the title and controls the display, which we have not done any of that yet. We will be doing in the future. In the body, you type things that actually shows in the document window on the browser. And HTML tags controls, like we have used the bold tag to control the appearance of some text, and to control the line break we used BR tag, and that is how HTML works. That's all for now.